In this video, we'll unveil the top 6 hardest countries to get a visa for travel. These destinations might boast stunning scenery and rich cultures, but obtaining a visa to visit can be a real challenge. So, grab your metaphorical compass and get ready to explore the most visa-restrictive corners of the world. Maybe with a little planning, and a lot of patience, you can crack the visa code and unlock these travel treasures. There are currently 195 countries all over the world, and many people want to have the opportunity to visit and travel across all of these countries. However, because of visa requirements, not everyone can move freely when they travel. Some countries have a more lenient visa policy, while others have made it harder to obtain a tourist visa. Before we start the list, make sure hit subscribe button for more videos. Number 6. North Korea. North Korea is by far the most difficult country to get a visa to visit as a tourist. To get a visa to North Korea, you have to apply for the visa through a tourist agency that has state-approved tours. If you hold an American passport, or you are from South Korea, you are not eligible for a North Korean visa. If you do get a visa, you cannot explore the country as you would other places. For example, you are not allowed to communicate with the locals, speak ill of the North Korean leader, you cannot walk around on your own, and you cannot leave the hotel after the tour guide has finished for the day. Number 5. Iran. Visas to Iran are hard to get mostly because you need to have a verification code before you apply for a visa. This authorization code is issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Iran, but an official Iranian travel agency has to apply for the code on your behalf. However, due to the usage of e-visas, the process for a tourist visa for Iran has become much easier. Additionally, several countries can now apply for a visa on arrival, with pre-approval, but, if you are from the following countries, a visa on arrival is not available for you, especially if you visited Israel during the last 6 months. Also, if you are from the US and Canada, you still cannot walk around as a tourist without a government-approved guide escorting you at all times. Number 4. Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan is one of the least visited countries in the world due to having a rigid visa policy. It's particularly difficult to get a visa mostly because it requires everyone to apply for a visa. The only exception includes visitors from some specific parts of Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan and some visitors with diplomatic passports. If you want to apply for a visa to Turkmenistan, you need many documents including 3 copies of the filled-in visa application form and a letter of invitation from the Turkmen State Migration Service. You must have a sponsor in Turkmenistan who can procure the LOA, letter of invitation, for you, and it may take up to 20 days to get the letter. Number 3. Chad. Only 14 countries have visa-free access to Chad, the rest of the world has to apply for a visa to enter the country. However, getting a visa can be challenging. One of the most complicated parts of the visa process is getting an invitation letter. To get the letter you need to have a sponsor or a hotel in the country's capital, N'Djamena, who will write it for you. To secure this invitation letter, you have to book a room at a hotel, if you have no other sponsor, and for the reservation, you have to pay the full fee, which is non-refundable. This means that if your visa application is rejected, your money is lost. Another difficult aspect of getting a visa for Chad is finding a consular office close to you. For example, if you are from the UK, you have to apply for a visa in Paris. Even if you do get a visa after you enter, you have 72 hours to register with the police, and some people have reported in online forums that extra payments were required to enter the country. Number 2. Russia. One thing that makes the visa application process to Russia challenging is the many questions in the application form, especially if you are an American citizen, since you have to answer double the number of questions. To get your Russian visa approved, you must also list every single trip you took in the last 10 years, with details where you went, when, and how long you stayed. If you've traveled often, this part may be the most difficult for you. However, if you fill in the visa application correctly and provide all the required information, you can get a visa to visit Russia. Number 1. Cuba. This country is particularly difficult to visit for American citizens. If you are American, you cannot enter the country for tourist purposes. You must belong to one of the 11 categories of authorized travel. If you do get permission to enter the country, you will receive a pink tourist card different from the green tourist card that is issued to other nationalities. We've explored some of the most challenging visas to obtain in 2024. These destinations may require extra planning and effort, but the rewards, experiencing their unique cultures, breathtaking landscapes, and rich histories, can be truly unforgettable. So, Are you a travel adventurer who thrives on a challenge? Do you dream of visiting these elusive destinations? Share your thoughts and travel goals in the comments below. Let's discuss strategies and inspire each other to overcome visa hurdles. Make sure hit subscribe button before you go.